Hello my amazing friends, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Mackenzie and I'm just so happy you're here. So today I am bringing you all a video on how to have a great conversation with someone. I know sometimes how it can be a little bit intimidating meeting new people. I can understand how sometimes it's kind of worrisome, you want to keep people engaged and keep people interested, but I've narrowed it down to 4 things that are essential to having a great conversation. So before we waste any more time, let's go ahead and get started. So my first tip of how to have a great conversation is to smile. So people love somebody who is smiling, who is positive, who is happy, who is excited about life. And I can attest to this. I love talking to people who are really happy and who are always smiling, and you always want to know what their secret is. I think it's so important just to smile, be open, be positive, and just enjoy that you are interacting with our fellow human beings on this planet, and how amazing is that? So my second tip is a tip that I got from Tony Robbins. So if you don't know Tony Robbins, he's a lifestyle coach. He has coached big people like Oprah, and he is just so amazing and just so full of energy, and he is awesome at having great conversations and meeting new people and getting people to like him. So one of the tips that I recently learned from him is called mirroring. So if you mirror somebody that you're having a conversation with, it is something that is kind of proven to get that other person to like you. So say for instance that other person is moving their hands like this, then you move your hands like this in a natural way. It doesn't have to be restrained. Or say for instance you're grabbing coffee with someone, you see the other person grabbing coffee, you grab your coffee too, and you take a sip and you put it down at the same time. This is something that is proven to work, and it's something that kind of helps the other person get to like you and open up, and it's just another essential thing in having a great conversation with someone else. So my third tip is to ask a lot of questions about them. So in my practice of talking to people and talking to loads of people all over the world, the main thing that I realized that it's never about me. It's always about them. What is their story? What do they have to say? What is their opinion on something? And it is really, really fascinating to learn so much about another person, and they always have something really incredible and amazing that happened to them. So by asking questions to them, it can open up the conversation. It makes them feel important and feel special. Everyone is important in their own way, and they deserve to have that attention. So by asking them lots of questions about themselves, not making it about yourself, but about them, then that creates a whole new level of connection, that this person will continue to like you and you will have great conversations. So my fourth and final tip is to be intuitive of the other person. One thing that I've tried to really be good at is to read the other person that I'm talking to. So if the other person seems like they are getting tired, or they are low on energy, or they just seem like they just don't really want to be there talking to you, then end the conversation. Try and get a way to get out of there, and they'll probably thank you for that, and they'll notice that you were reading them really well, and the next time you see them, they will be able to kind of appreciate that you either gave them the space that they needed, or that you kind of read that maybe they were a little bit tired, and so you just kind of left them be. So I always find that being really intuitive about the other person. Also too, if the other person is really excited and really happy to be talking to you, just keeping the conversation going, keep asking them questions, keep probing, get their story, get everything that they want to say out, and be listening. So now that I'm making this video, I'm realizing that there are actually 5 tips to having a great conversation, and it's actually the most important one, and I cannot believe I forgot. The 5th one is to just listen, because I try to be as best of a listener as I can be. If you can get down the skill of listening, then people will appreciate that so much and want to talk to you. There's a thing called active listening. So active listening is basically you nodding your head, saying yes, asking questions, being really present and in the moment, and being really engaged. Nothing kills a conversation more than not being engaged when someone is talking to you. I know that if someone is not engaged when I'm talking, then I just kind of shut down and I don't really want to talk anymore. So if you want to keep the conversation going, definitely be engaged, participating, be an active listener, look them in the eye when they're talking, be a part of whatever story that they have, imagine it in your head, try and put yourself in their shoes, and this just livens up the conversation. It brings up the energy of the other person and yourself, and you get to learn so much more than maybe you never would have learned if you hadn't met this other person. So active listening is definitely one of the most important things that you can do to have a great conversation with someone else. Okay everyone, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you appreciated my top 5 tips for a great conversation. If you have any other tips, please leave them in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. If you could please go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I would absolutely appreciate that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!